Okay, so today we're going to do some chair yoga. So I want you to place your chair just into the middle of your mat. It's just going to make sure it doesn't move. I don't actually have a yoga chair, so I'm just using a chair from the kitchen, but you can use any chair that is stable. Preferably, if it is on wheels, then you can lock those wheels into place. Okay, so we're going to begin. We're going to come and sit on the chair, and I want you to just take the soles of your feet onto the floor. You're going to bring your feet about hip distance apart, and then just settle your hands down onto your knees. And just begin for a moment to just check into your body, checking yourself into your practice today. So you might wish to close your eyes, but if you prefer to keep them open, then please allow yourself to do that. Anything that doesn't feel comfortable for you today, then please know that you can miss that shape, and you can just come into this comfortable seat, sit in the spine nice and tall, and just focus in on the breath, not trying to change the breath in any way, but just allowing the breath to move through you. And all we're doing is watching the breath with our awareness and our attention. So let's begin. So placing the feet to the floor, feeling the floor beneath your feet, just letting your toes just begin to lift and then spread, and release your toes down. Let the shoulders just relax down your back, and you can place one hand onto your belly and one hand onto your heart, and just begin to focus now just on the breath. Remember, throughout this class, if I cue you to close your eyes, please know that you can keep your eyes open. Just allow your gaze to soften slightly and come into your breath. Don't worry about deep breathing or trying to alter the breath in any way. Just pay attention to what feels right for you today. Remember that every day is different, and we're really using our yoga practice to honor that, okay? To honor where we are right now. So just drawing the breath in through the nose. And you might want to exhale out the mouth. And again, just drawing the breath in, deep into the belly. And exhale. And again, big breath in. And big breath out. And as you just begin to settle now into your body, just feeling the natural rhythm of your breath. And you might notice the rise and fall of the belly, the rise and fall of the chest, below the surface of your hands, just paying attention. And from here, if your eyes have been closed, just begin to gently open them. Soften the hands down, the arms down. And having the hands just placed upon the thighs, just gently start to roll the shoulders. So inhale, the shoulders are going to roll forward and then up. Exhale, the shoulders roll down and back. And again, doing this a few times. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Let's do two more. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. One more, inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Now just begin to bring your fingertips onto the tops of the shoulders, and we're just going to take some shoulder rolls. So inhale, elbows forward and up. Exhale back and down. Again, inhale, forward and up. Exhale back and down. Let's do two more. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale back and down. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Now just bringing the arms forward, we're just going to let's have a slight bend in the elbow crease, and you're just going to bring the left arm forward. We're going to use the right hand just to draw the fingers back and get a little bit of a stretch into the wrist. And we're just going to hold for 10. Keep breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do the same on the other side. So a slight bend in the elbow crease, taking the left hand onto the fingers, just gently drawing the fingers back, and again just breathe in for 10. Just your own natural rhythm of breath. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Just starting to make circles now with the wrist. So going anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now from here, you're going to bring the right elbow underneath the left elbow, and you can bring the backs of the hands together, or you can take the hands onto the shoulders. Okay, so do what works for you. And maybe we can even bring the palms together. You're going to lift the elbows away from the chest, and then press the heart back and get a bit of space into the back of the body. Remember, do what's right for you. Do what feels good for your body. And just hold in here. Again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release. Roll the shoulders up and back. Same on the other side. So left elbow under the right, or again, hands to shoulders, pressing the heart back, or maybe bringing the backs of the hands or the palms together. Elbows lift away from the chest, sending the heart into the back body, and again, breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the arms. Again, nice big inhale as you draw the shoulders up. Exhale as you roll the shoulders back. From here, just taking the right ear to the right shoulder. Little gentle stretch into the side of the neck. Spine staying tall, feet are grounded. Head is nice and relaxed in this position. We're not forcing. Just taking the breath into the left side of the neck, seeing what feels good for your body. Again, we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Use the right hand to gently prop the head back up through to center, and then we're going to go the other way, so left ear to left shoulder. Again, don't force, really nice and soft with your body, breathe in steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Using the left hand to gently draw the head back up through to center. Now we're going to take a hold of the back of the chair. You can keep your hands on your knees. We're going to move through some cat-cow. So I'm just going to show you from the side what that would look like for your spine. So if you have your hands to your knees, your feet are still rooted to the floor. You're going to inhale, lift the chest forward, shoulders back. And as you exhale, you're going to tuck the bum under, tuck the chin to the chest, round the spine. Shoulders roll slightly forward. And then inhale, we're lifting out of the hips and the pelvis, chest comes forward. Exhaling again, we're beginning to round and tuck in. Now, if you're doing this with your hands on the chair, you're going to bring the hands back behind you to hold on to the chair. The elbows are bent for the time being. You're keeping your feet very rooted to the floor. Now we're going to begin to straighten the elbows off as we pull the chest forward. So inhale, elbows straight, chest lifts. And then exhale, elbows are going to bend as the shoulders roll in, tucking the chin in. As we exhale, we're going to do that 4 more times. Inhale, shoulders back, heart forward, elbows straight. And exhale, begin to round, elbows bend, pulling in. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. You can keep the eyes open or closed, you decide. Inhale. There's no right or wrong, there's just what feels good for you. And exhale. I think we have 2 more left. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, come back through to center. And then we're going to take a hold of the left side of the chair with the left hand. We're going to take an inhale, bring the right arm up. Exhale, slight bend into the left elbows. You come into a lateral fold to the left. Breathe in steady, hold. Keep rooting down through the right side of the bottom. Breathe in steady. And then inhale back through to center. Bring the right hand down. Take a hold of the side of your chair. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, coming into that lateral fold to the right. Elbow of the right hand bends back slightly. It might be straight or it might be bent. And then again, inhale back through to center. We're going to do that 1 more time. Left hand holds the seat. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, lateral fold to the left. Inhale through to center. Right hand takes hold of seat. Exhale. Inhale, left arm up and over. And lateral fold to the right. Inhale back through the center. Exhale, release. We're going to take a gentle twist to the right now. So taking the left hand to the right knee, just to the outside of the thigh actually. And then we're going to hold on to the chair as we take a little twist to the right. Inhale there. Exhale nice and long. And then inhale back through the center. Same on the other side, right hand to the outer left thigh. And then hold in the chair as you twist to the left. Again, breathe and steady. Inhale back through to center. Now from here, we're going to take a nice big inhale as we lift the chest up. As we exhale, we're going to see how it feels to start to fold the upper body down and forward. So when you're doing this, just slide in your hands down your legs, fold in the body forward. You might want to keep your head just above your heart, especially if you have anything to do with your blood pressure, or it makes you a little uncomfortable. Don't worry about that. Okay, just keeping the chest lifted. Or if you feel okay, you can slowly start to fold all the way down and in. Do what feels good. Then we're going to use the hands to guide us all the way back up. And exhale there. Okay, so we're going to take the right leg forward. We're going to take the hands and grip them underneath the right thigh. And we're just going to begin to just circle the right foot. We'll go clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now from here, just start to flex the feet and then point the toes. Flex and point. Flex and point. We're going to do that 3 more times. So flex and point. Flex and point. Last one. Flex and point. And then slowly just set the foot down and start to see how it feels to straighten the leg. So you might want to come a little bit further forward to the edge of the seat and then just begin to straighten that leg off. And you can either stay here or you can just begin to fold the upper body down and slightly further forward. So making sure when you're on the edge of your seat, you want your sits bones on the edge. You don't want to be catching the backs of the hamstrings. Folding forward, flexing the right toes back. Breathe in steady. And then inhale, come back up. And then release the right leg off. Okay, we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to take a hold of that we're going to interlace the fingers, take a hold of the left thigh, and then lifting the leg off, we're just going to gently start to circle the foot. We'll go clockwise first for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to flex the feet and then point the toes. For 1, flex and point. For 2, you might hear some clicking. I definitely do. Flex and 3, and that's okay. Flex and 4, flex and 5. Release the leg down. Extend the leg forward, flex the toes back towards your face. So this might be enough for you. You decide what feels right. We're going to take an inhale, lift the spine. If it feels good, you can slowly start to fold yourself forward. You might feel that a little bit in the backs of your hamstrings. And breathe in steady, hold in here. We do 5 counts. But breathe your own natural rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale all the way back up, and then placing the foot back down onto the floor. Now from here, we're going to do some gentle marches with the legs, okay? So we're going to take an inhale right, and then left. So march in the legs, and hold on to the sides of the chair, because it can give you a bit more stability. So we're just going to do this for about 15 seconds. Keep marching. Whew. Fantastic. Okay. Now from here, you are going to bring the right leg up and over the left, okay? So there's a couple of options here, so I want you to just have a little go and see what feels right for you. We're going to bring the right leg up and place it over the left knee, okay? Now we're going to bring the left hand onto the right knee, and we're going to take a little twist to the right. And then inhale through to center. Now, you're going to stay in that position, okay, with the legs, and you can see how it feels to gently fold forward, or just to stay seated, see what feels good. Or we are going to take the right foot on top of the left thigh, so we're coming into a pigeon shape. And again, we're going to bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg and twist. And then just take a breath. And then inhale through to center. And then see how it feels to gently start to tilt the upper body forward. Trying to keep the back nice and flat. Try not to round too much. Just keeping the chest nice and broad and open. And again, we're just going to hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, sit up back through to center. Exhale, gently taking the leg back down. Okay, so same on the other side. So this time lifting the leg, placing it over the right. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Gentle twist to the left. And then inhale through to center. And then see how it feels. So either stayed in this position to fold forward, or taking the foot onto the left thigh. Taking the right hand to the outside of that left thigh, little gentle twist to the left. And then inhale through to center. And then maybe, if it feels okay, begin to fold forward. And again, trying to keep the spine nice and flat. The chest remains really broad. So we're always leading with the chest. And we're just going to hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale back up through to center. And exhale, gently releasing the leg off. Now from here, we're going to take the feet wide, or the legs wide, I should say. So we'll turn the legs wide as feels comfortable for us. The toes and the knees are in line with each other here, so they are pointing in the same direction. We're going to bring the hands onto the thighs, gently start to press the thighs back as you reach the chest forward, and slowly start to drop the left shoulder down. And then back through the center, and then dropping the right shoulder down. And back through to center. We're going to do that 4 more times. So dropping the left shoulder. And then inhale through the center. Exhale, drop in the right shoulder. Inhale, center. And again, last two, drop in the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop in the right. Remember to keep breathing. Inhale to center. Now from here, taking the breath nice and big. Exhale, see how it feels to just fold forward towards the center. You're going to feel the shoulders creep up slightly by the ears, that's okay. But see if you can just draw them down as the chest reaches forward. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Keep pressing through your feet. 4. And 5. Inhale all the way back up through to center. Now we're going to keep the left leg out to the side, and we're going to bring the right leg in, and then we're going to turn to that left side. And as we turn, I want you to bring the left foot in line with the knee. So you can feel yourself, you're seated on the chair. So we're going to come into a lunge position, and we're going to see how it feels to take that right leg back, okay, behind us. And you might have a slight bend in the knee, that's absolutely fine. Keep rooting down through your feet. And the hips are pointing forward, just as far forward as feels good for you. Okay, and again, we can have the hands on the waist. We're just going to take a breath here. When you're here, just see how it feels to keep pressing the right heel back. You're going to feel a little stretch in that front right hip, potentially. If it doesn't feel good, remember, you don't have to do this. Just work with what feels good for you. You can come back to your seat and just focus on your breath. Just breathe and steady for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Releasing that right leg. Okay, we're going to pull the right leg in. We're going to take the hand onto the chair so we feel some support, and keep the left foot rooted down. And you can see how it feels to take a hold of that right foot and come into a little bit of a stretch on the front right leg. And again, breathe in, hold in for 1. If it doesn't feel good, remember you can drop the foot down to the floor. That may be enough for you today. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Releasing the right leg. And then we're going to turn, we're going to do the same on the other side. So walking yourself over to the right. Okay, and again, we've got the right knee and the ankle stacked. We're pressing down through that foot. And then we're holding onto the chair. We feel the support of the chair. And we're going to see how it feels to bring the left leg back, just as far as feels comfortable for us. Coming into a lunge position with the hips pointing forward. And coming into our breath, breathing nice and steady. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So releasing the left leg, pulling the left knee in. So again, making sure you're very much seated, you're very comfortable on your chair, and we can see how it feels to take a hold of the left foot or the ankle, and then letting the left knee drop down, lifting the chest, or coming back into that lunge shape that we've just done, holding for 1. Keep holding onto the chair, using your arm strength as well. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Releasing the left leg. And again, we're going to turn back towards the center. Okay, so from here, we're going to either stay in our seat, placing the hands onto the knees, letting the shoulders relax down the back, and coming into just a very, very simple meditation. You can keep the eyes open, keep your focus on one spot. Or if you prefer, we're going to come down to the floor and use the chair to come into a variation of legs up the wall, or Viparati Karani. So when you're ready, we're going to come off the chair or stay seated. You decide what's right for you. I'm going to turn the chair round and have the base of the chair, the seat of the chair, face me. Coming down into a seat. I'm going to turn to the side, lean my weight back into my hands, and then see how it feels to just lift each leg up and into the chair. Okay? And you might want to wiggle your bum a little bit further forward towards the base of the chair. The knees are bent, and drop down onto each elbow, and then come all the way down onto your back. Now you can take the hands to the feet of the chair. Maybe walk the bum in a little bit more if it feels good to do so. Roll the shoulders down the back. And once you're in a comfortable position and you feel that there's space in the lower back, so you might want to just, as you hold the base of the chair, lift the hips, press the feet into the chair, allow the lower back to settle down, and then release the whole of the spine. Take a big breath in, and a nice long exhale. Release the hands now, turning the shoulders out with the palms facing up. Softening the gaze. If you prefer, again, to keep your eyes open, please do so. Just soften the gaze. Remember, the practice is for you and your body today. And we're gently going to just move through a body scan. So bringing your attention and awareness to parts of the body that I name. And don't worry if any of those parts of the body you want to skip, that's okay. You could always come back to a part of the body that feels comfortable for you. So we're going to start with the soles of the feet. Attention to the soles of the feet. Attention to the toes. Attention into the ankles. Into the knees. Attention shifts deep into the pelvis. Perhaps you can feel the support of the floor beneath you. Or perhaps your bottom on the chair, supported by the chair if you're seated. Attention to the belly. To the chest. And now to the whole of the spine, from the bottom of the spine all the way up to the top of the spine. Attention to the shoulders. Down the arms into the elbows and the wrists. Attention to the backs of the hands, the palms of the hands. Attention to the fingertips. Attention to the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, to the ears, the jaw, the mouth, the cheeks, the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead, the space between the eyebrows, the top of the head, the back of the head, now awareness to the whole of the body. Just gently following the breath. Letting the breath guide the body into stillness, quiet, relaxation. And when you're ready, just begin to open your eyes if they aren't already open. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. And then slowly start to guide the knees in towards the chest. Take a little rock on the spine. If you're seated, just gently begin to bring your awareness all the way into the body and then move again your fingers and your toes. If you're laying down, you're just going to roll yourself over to your right side. Come in away from the chair. And then slowly up to your seat. So you are most probably sat on your chair or perhaps sat on the floor. So taking your legs just into a cross-legged position if you're on the floor. And take a nice big breath in through your nose. And everyone take a nice long exhale. And just begin to rub your palms together, generate a little bit of heat into your hands. And then placing the palms over your eyes, just taking a nice big breath in again. And a nice long exhale. Releasing the hands into prayer at the center of the heart. And just taking a moment to thank yourself for taking the time to practice today. For honoring your body and exactly where you are in this moment. I look forward to seeing you next time. And namaste.